Hey there everybody, it's Grandmaster here, and I just wanted to show this video. It's it's March 31st, and I'm gearing up for WarbossTae's May Painting Challenge. And it's going to be fun. I'm going to start boot camp tomorrow, so it's going to be great, it's going to be fun. But this video is not about that. This video is about some terrain pieces I'm working on. I'm trying to get my game board done within the next couple weeks, hopefully, in April. I definitely want to try to have it done before May because of the challenge, and I will completely be devoting my time to May Painting Challenge. Sad thing is I still don't have those models yet, but like I said, this is about terrain. Okay, so here we go. I have this piece, which is exactly how it was before, unchanged. Still haven't worked on that, but what I have worked on is this. Let me, 1 second. And there it is. This is my Tyranid spire, and obviously I followed the icy, snowy Tyranid theme I'm going for, my High Fleet Burial. And on the base I did some snow, kind of wasteland, and I put these little plants, and that, I think they turned out pretty good. And all it is really is I have this big bag of, it's called floral moss, floral moss. Okay. Oops, sorry. It says right there, floral moss. I got that bag from the dollar store, and I just chop it and pull it apart and glue it. Sometimes it falls apart, but it's when the access pieces fall off, it looks fine. And there's snow on the tip, and I put snow all along because what happened was I was putting some snow on here. As you can see, there's snow, and I realized if snow got on the bottom, it would definitely get on along here, so I decided to put snow, and I'm really happy with how it came out. And this is my first one. Obviously there's imperfections, but you know, it's my first one. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, so that's that piece. Moving on, I don't know if I've showed it yet, but I finished my crater. I added these plants. I didn't put any snow on them or anything like that, but I added white paint to them. But yeah, this is my crater, and it's not supposed to be like a fresh crater. Basically, the theme I'm going for this, let me get these paints out of the way. They've just been sitting there for a while, and I don't use those paints. I don't know why they're sitting there anyway. So right now my desk is very messy. Super cluttered right now, because I've just been working on terrain and I haven't had time to clean it, but I'm definitely going to clean it tonight before tomorrow so I can start boot camp. Anyways, back to the topic. Crater. So the way I'm doing my base, or my board, my game board, and kind of the story behind it is, it's a planet that the Tyranids have been on for a while, and they've eaten up all the life. There's no life. And they're kind of getting ready to leave, you know, but that's pretty much how it is. And it's just really war-torn like this. But actually what happened is it's not quite done yet, because there's still, you know, scraggly, you know, dead-looking plants still. So it's not completely dead yet, but It's like in the final stages of the Tyranid invasion. So that's basically how that's gonna go. That's kind of my theme for the base, or for, I keep on saying base, for the board, or it just could be a war-torn planet that is going through like some kind of nuclear winter or something like that, and so it's really icy and cold and not much life at all. Anyways, moving on past that, I have my own version of the Citadel Woods kit. Now, I'm not like a super cheapo, so I didn't do this because I didn't want to buy the Citadel Wood. I love that kit. That's why it inspired me to do this. But the main reason why I did it is because I wanted my trees to be skinny and scrawny looking. Also, more three-dimensional. If you look at the way the Citadel Wood is, they're pretty much two-dimensional. All the branches go in one direction. They're on like one axis. They're not all which way, and trees don't grow like that, in my opinion. So I made this. Now, I made it to where these trees can be removed. They're not magnetized or anything like that. They just kind of sit on there. And again, I glued that floral moss all over them. And then I put snow on the branches. And for the base itself, and as you can see, they're all removable. And they all kind of sit into their little designated slots. Well, I can match which slots they go in, but they can fit into slots. And these trees I got again from the dollar store, and they are so cool. I love them. They came in these little bases, but what I actually did, because they were so huge, try to find the other ones, because I have a couple more. I just don't know where I put them. I'll be right back. I'm gonna look for those. Alright. So here's the original trees. And as you can see, they're very large compared to how small these ones are. And if you compare it to models, you can't really see it because it's black. Compare it to these, I mean, they're just so big. They're way too big. It's like, it's taller than a Dread Knight, so I think they're just far too big. Even these, I think maybe a little bit big, but it's hard to see them because, oh, there we go. I wasn't focusing. Even though I'm just recording with my phone, it has a pretty good camera, so I'm not complaining about that. Anyways, so yeah, they look really good. I love it. And you guys just tell me what you think. I didn't do a super extensive paint job. I just kind of dry brushed some brown in it and some grays, and then like a final white dry brush over the top, and then obviously I added the snow. And that's pretty much what I did. The trees I dry brushed brown, added a little bit of gray on it to make them look kind of burnt or weathered or whatever, and then I added the floral moss, and then I just put some snow over it when I put all the snow down. So, and I have, in each of these trees came out of each two of these trees came out of one of these big trees. So I have this, which can make 2 more trees, and this, which can make 1 more tree. And I'll have a whole nother set. So I'll have 2 of these. Then again, the next one won't have these bases, so I'll have to make my own. These were pretty handy because they were already built and I didn't have to do that. But I'll just make my own and make them a little bit differently. They won't obviously look exactly the same, and I won't do the same arrangement. I'll do it differently. Anyway, so that's that. And those are the 3 that I have completed. And so the next piece I'm working on, the one I'm working on immediately, is this little building. And I just added these sprues, just look like broken iron bars or whatever, and then it's actually cat litter. is what I used. And I'm going to add finer gravel. And this is just a foam core. And I don't plan on doing anything too extensive to where I'm cleaning, like making that look smooth. I'm just going to rough it up like this edge around here so it doesn't look too perfect. And I'm just going to paint it like that. And then I don't know where this board came from. It's like a has one of those, like, I don't even know what you would call it. For looks, like one of those like a plank board or something that would go over cabinets or something like that. That's all that is. It's nothing too fancy, and it's just cut with like with an exact, a razor blade like this. And so yeah, and this is the paint that I use for my boards. It's super cheap. This was like $2 or something. It's very, very cheap acrylic paint that I picked up from Walmart. It's not that great. I would never use this on anything except for terrain. It's just, it goes on very thin. The paint itself is thick, but when you apply it, it's very thin, and you have to do multiple coats. It's weird, and it's good for terrain. I'm definitely not using my Reaper paints, or even especially GW paints on that, or anything like that. And then I have this base that I'm working on. It's trying to focus. Oops, too far. There we go. It's just this. Oh, I keep on doing it. Okay. Just a little base. I've been working on trying to cast bases, and obviously this one's very scratchy looking, and there's a huge air bubble in the bottom of it. But I can live with that. And I just press it in some blue clay, like that. And then in the blue clay, I mix a two-part resin, mix it up, and put it in. So, Alumilite. It is some of the best resin that I've used. I've used a couple different kinds. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but I've had that one for a long time, and it's lasted. Then again, I don't cast all that many things. Anyway, so going back to the base. It's just a little base I'm working on. For one of my Tyranid warriors, maybe. It's not for any specific model. I'm just kind of testing out what I can do. And as you can see, I made that little opening and put some green stuff along the edge, and I can't get it to focus very well. And there's a bolter cut out, and it's going to be sticking out. And I'm going to use this Testors Clear Part Cement and Window Maker. It dries clear. You just have to be super slow, and when you're applying it, drip by drip, because if you do it like squeeze it in and make a puddle, it will bubble up and it's ruined. But if you do it drip by drip, it goes in perfectly clear and it looks really nice. But I'm gonna paint that base and put like blue and whites inside there, and it will reflect through the clear material and look like ice. So that would be really cool. And then I can probably put like this Tyranid warrior on here, like this. It's super shadowy because my light source, but this I used. You can see it looks really weird and blotchy. It's because I stripped the paint off of this because it was painted a long time ago by me, and it looked really bad. Here's an exact, pretty much the same paint job. I painted these two guys around the same time, and as you can see, it's just not that good. See how the green is very dark? Before it was very bright, and I had no shade on it, no wash or anything. And so with the bright red and the bright green, he looked like he was marching in for Christmas. And it was wrong. It didn't look right at all. Even still, I don't really like it. This is my new paint scheme, kind of, for the guns. I just do like a black faded into a red. But his carapace is still black. I haven't had the chance to... It's really dusty. I haven't had the chance to repaint it with the blue, the light blue, and the white. But I'm going to get on that. I'm hopefully going to have these guys up here done. These guys, and then here's my Brood Lord that I made. And my Hive Tyrant. I'm hopefully going to have those models done in April. Yeah. So that I can have them done and they won't interfere with the painting challenge. If I don't have them done, I'm going to add them to my painting challenge in May, which is going to be a lot because I'm going to have the Wrath of the Hive Mind box set, and it's going to be awesome. That's not what this is about. I keep on getting off track, but it's Warhammer 40K. I love this hobby. So anyway, and a long time ago, I don't know what was going through my mind, but I cut off the little right here, like I cut off the side pieces. It normally looks like that. Well, I cut them off. I don't know why. So it just went into a point and it looked really bad. And I said to myself, why did I do that? So I added a little bit of plastic card. I don't know if you can see. You can see under there, right here. I added a little bit of plastic. It's really bright. Looks like. Alright, I don't know. I can't make it any different. It's just my light source is weird. There. Under the head right there, you can see right here. It's plastic card. And I just cut it into that shape and added the green stuff. It's uneven, but it looks good. So that's that. And he might stand on this base. I'm not sure yet. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I have for you today. I didn't do a video in a couple days, so I figured this would be a longer one. I'll show you one of my little spore mines that I just recently painted up. And I love the way I painted this guy. It looks really nice with the white. Okay, so you can see how. Alright, there we go. I have one free hand. Well, you can see how I don't know if you can pick it up, but down here is a deep, like, pink or in an orangey color, and I faded that into a white. And such a simple model, but I love this sculpt. I love all of them. And these are the older ones. The newer ones are great too, but these ones are the older ones, but I love them with all the little tendrils hanging. I just love these sculpts. And again here, I faded from a pink. This one's more so, this side, but I faded into a pink to like almost a yellowy, and then into a white, a dim white. Oh, I just love it. I love these ones. They turned out really great. And then I also have these ones too, which I did kind of the same thing. The other one was my favorite, but these ones turned out great too. So down here is like a pink. It's not catching it, but it is a pink down in here, and I messed up a little bit in here, but I wasn't painting these guys I wasn't spending a lot of time on each one. but I'm really happy with how they look. I really like how the models, the colors with the gray, like the yellows and the grays, how they counteract with the, or they contrast the white on the snow. Get it farther away because it's the only way this thing, there, now you can see the snow. These ones, what I did was, at first I put Elmer's glue right on the base, and then I just dipped it in the baking soda, but I didn't like that, so I added a little bit of snow. I wish I added more on this guy, but they look good. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to show you. And I'm going to end with Carnifex. So these are my custom crushing claws. I sometimes play them as scything talons, but they're crushing claws. So yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video, and if you did like the video, please hit the like button down below, and subscribe if you want to see more videos. I don't do that too often because I don't know why. Anyways, but if you like the video, like I said, stay tuned because I'm planning on doing a lot of videos. Like I said, I'm doing boot camp starting on tomorrow, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a link below leading you to WarbossTae's YouTube account, and then I will also have a link down there to the Google group for the May Painting Challenge. And if you're interested, you still have time to enter. Obviously, anybody can join, and it's just to have fun and paint and have some fun with your models. So, I'm going to leave it off there. And have a good one, guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks.